Good morning friends. Today in this lecture I am describing about array of structures. In the previous lecture I have described about how a structure variable is created and how a structure is defined and how we can access the structure elements. Today in this video I am describing about array of structures. See, in the previous video we have seen if I want to store the details of two books, what I did is I just declared two struct book variables. See, struct book b1 comma b2. In b1 I can store the details of first details and in b2 I can store the details of second book. Say suppose I want to store the details of 5 books. Is it okay that struct book b1 comma b2 comma b3 etc b5? No, it's not a good programming practice. So in that case what I will prefer is I will prefer arrays. That is, we know in C++ array can store group of homogeneous data values. Say if I want to store 5 book details, I can use a structure book array of size 5. Here how can I declare a structure array of size 5? Array will be declared, the syntax is data type. Here the data type is struct books and your array name. Here the array name I am using is B and array size. Here I want to store 5 book details, so I am putting it as 5, B of 5, semicolon. This is a way you can declare a structure array. Like all other arrays, I can index the structure array using array indexing. Here when you do this, what will happen is that it will compiler will allocate 5 different memory locations, continuous memory locations for storing these book details. B of 0 will contain the memory for title, author and race. B of 1 will contain the memory for storing title, author and race, etc. B of 4. That is, each index value, each array index can store the details of the books. So if I want to store the first book details, means how can I store the first book details? I can store the first book details in B of 0. That is, I am asking the user to enter the book title and book title can be stored in B of 0 dot. That is, I am storing in B of 0. B of 0 dot the variable name. Variable name is title here. And for the second book details, I can store it in B of 1. I can access the title of B of 1 as B of 1 dot title. And I am asking the user to enter the author name. Author name I can store B of 0 dot author and the price of the book B of 0 dot price in the first case. And here the indexing will start from 0. So I value will start with 0. And I want to store the details of 5 books, so I is less than 5, then I plus plus. In the first time I value is 0, so B of 0 dot title, so that the data will be stored in the index B of 0 and the next time I will be equal to 1, so B of 1 dot title, B of 1 dot author and B of 1 dot price, etc. The last B of 4 dot title, B of 4 dot author and B of 4 dot price. This is how I can use the structure arrays as well as store the details into structure array. If I want to print the details of a structure array, say suppose I want to print the details of last array, last book details. How can I do that? Last book details is stored in the index B of 4. So see up B of 4 dot title. Then it will display the title of that last entered book details. So this is how we can use structure arrays. Now let's see with an example. This example question is taken from a university question. See, the question is, prepare a C++ program to enter the details of n books. The details are title, author name, number of pages, price of book and year of publication. Here say I need to store the details of author name, number of pages, price of book, year of publishing, etc. So in order to store this different data type values, I need to have a structure. So first I can declare the structure. First I include all the necessary header files and then namespace standard. Then I need to declare a structure. here I am using the structure name as books. You can use any structure name. So struct keyword, structure name, that is books, then the curly brace open, then inside that I need to declare the variable to store all these details. What all details I need to store? Book title. In order to store the book title, I need to have a character array variable. So I am declaring char. My variable name is title and size 50, semicolon. Then I need to store author name. Author name also, in order to store the author name also, I need to have a character array. Here character array is declared as char. Author is my variable name and 50 is the size of the array, semicolon. Next I want to store the details of price. In order to store the details of price is an integer type. So I need to declare an integer variable. So int price. Here I need to store another one, number of pages. Number of pages is also a type integer. I need to store. I can store the number of pages in an integer variable. So I need to declare an int n page is the variable I have used. Next is I need to have variable for storing year of publishing. Year of publishing is also an integer value. So I need to have an integer variable. So here int y publish. You can use any variable name. And now I think it's over. These are the values I want to store in this book. So after declaring all the variables, I can close the structure definition. So close the curly brace and put the semicolon. Now structure definition is over. Next, inside main I need to declare a structure variable. Here see I need to store the details of n books. So I need to have multiple structure book variable. So here I am using array, structure array. For declaring the structure array, struct keyword, then books is my structure name, books. Then this is the data type. While declaring array, we need to follow the syntax data type, then variable name, then array size. Here the data type is struct books. Struct books is my data type, and my variable name, I am using variable name as b, and array size 20, so that I can store 20 different book details. Then I want to know how many number of book details I want to store. So I am asking the user enter the number of book details to enter. And that thing I need to store in a variable. The user input is an integer. So I am using int n, declaring int n for storing the details of number of book I need to enter. And also I have used the array here for storing the book details. For indexing array I need a variable I. So here int n comma I. N is for storing the number of details of the book. How many number of book I need to store, that is stored in n, and I is for array indexing. So I asked the user cout enter the number of book details to enter. So this will ask to the user enter the number of book details to enter. Then say suppose in my example I am entering the value 2. If user is enter the value 2, I am taking it in n, c in n. So this value will be stored. Whatever is the number of book I need to enter, this value will be stored in the variable n. So now this 2 will be assigned to n. If the user is enters 5, that 5 will be assigned to n. So whatever the value entered by the user will be assigned to n. So I need to take the values of n book details. So here for I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. First I am asking the user to enter the book title, and title will be stored in b of I dot title. That is first time it is 0, b of 0 dot title. Then the second time it is b of 1, b of 1 dot title. In my example I have taken 2 as the number of books I need to enter. That's why it is. So b of y dot title. Then enter the author name. Author name where I will store author. I am having a variable author here. In that variable I need to store. So b of I dot that variable author. The next one I need to store the price. So enter the price of the book, and that will be stored in b of I dot that price. And next is I need to enter the number of pages that will be stored in n page. N page is my variable name, so b of I dot n page. Next is enter the year of publishing. Here the variable I declared is y published, so b of I dot y published. So that what will happen is, say suppose user wanted to enter 5 different variables, means first the value of I will be equal to 0. So b of 0 dot title will be stored, and b of 0 dot author will be stored, and b of I dot price will be stored, say, and n page number of pages will be stored, b of 0 dot by publish, the publishing year will get stored. And the second iteration I value will becomes 1, and it will ask the user for the enter the second book details, and the details entered by the user will be stored in the place b of 1. And next is, now I have received all the values by using this code. Next is I want to print it in a tabular form. That is a question asked. You need to print them in a tabular form. How can I print the same in a tabular form? That is, this is the form, tabular form I am going to print. See, this is how I am going to print. For printing this, first I need to print title, author name, number of pages, price and year of publishing. Then I need to print this line. Then after that I need to print each details. Here in my example, I have entered 2 book details. One is stored in b of 0, the other one will be stored in b of 1. So I need to print b of 0 details first, details of b of 0 plus. Next I need to print details of b of 1. See, b of 1. Up to how many number of book details are stored, up to that you need to print the details. So let's see how we can do that. First I need to print this heading, title, author name, number of pages, price and year of publishing. That is cout title. Then the /t is used. The /t is used to print a tab space. That is, by printing the space between this space. That is title space author name space number of pages. That is how we are declaring. So printing that space I am using /t. Then author name. Then after author name also I need a tab space, so /t. Then next is I want to print number of pages, that is number of pages. After number of pages I need to have a space, that is /t. Then next is price, then /d, then year of publishing. That is, this will display this title, author name, number of pages, price and year of publishing. After printing this, next in line I need to print a line. So in order to reach to the next line, I am using /n, no line character. Then it will reach to the next line. In the next line I am printing a straight line, that is dot 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 /n. /n means after printing this it will reach to here, that is next data I need to print. Data of b of 0. That is, after that what I am doing is, after that I want to print b of 0 details, then a dash. Then b of 1 details, then a dash. That is, I am starting a for loop for I is equal to 0, I less than and I plus plus, so that it will iterate how many books details are entered, that much time it will get iterate. That is why I is less than n. Then cout first b of I dot title. See, b of I dot title is intro to C++. That is the value entered by the user here, intro to C++. Next I need to put a tab space, that's why /t. Then next b of I dot author. Next is I need to print the author name. So b of I dot author, then put a /t. You can use how many space you need to put in between, that much /t you can use here. Then next I need to print number of pages in the variable b of I dot n page. And next is I need to print the price details in b of I dot price. And I need to print next year of publishing in b of I dot publish. After printing all the b of 0 details, now it is print all the b of 0 details, that is I value is 0 initially. So after that I need to print a line, that is cout/n this thing. So what will happen? It will put a line after printing b of 0 details. Next again I value will get increment, that is I value equal to 1. Then cout b of 1 dot title, so this will print here. Then b of 1 dot author name, then b of 1 dot number of pages, then b of 1 dot price and b of 1 dot year of publishing. Since now the user, in our example, the user have entered only 2 book details. See, user have entered only 2 book details. Because of that, it will end. That is, when I value is equal to 1, what will happen? N is 2 here, so I is less than 1 is less than 2, so it will get out of the loop and return 0. That is, stops the program. Hope you understand the program. Thank you.